why success can quietly destroy your family time and the hidden cost of growth no one actually prepares you for. This is a really loaded video because I know a lot of coaches, consultants, and agency owners, a lot of service providers and business owners are struggling with this, including myself. There were times when I didn't show up for my family, when I was actually in the dark building my actual business. I was spending more time in building my business than actually spending with my family. And a lot of us can here today resonate with that. If you are currently a business owner doing 100K a month, 200, 500K a month, or you're a business owner doing maybe 10, 200K a month, you can also resonate with this. Specifically at the start, when you're actually building your company, there's a lot of time going into actually building your company. So it takes a lot of time. And sometimes we use this time in building something more valuable for our families in the future, which is the sacrifice of not spending enough time with them in the short term. So why this isn't so important, and I want to watch this video till then, because this is not just going to be an emotional video where I'm going to talk about time. I'm actually going to give you the structures and the layers that help me to gain my time back in my business. It's really important to understand that if you are currently making some success in the business, you may be at 10, 20, 30, 50, even all the way up to 100 or more. At that point, you need to have systems inside of your business that also give you leverage of using your time. Okay? Because I know a lot of business owners are still operating their business the same way they were operating at 10K, they're operating at 30, 40, and 50K. And their excuse is that they don't have enough time. The reason you don't have enough time is because you don't have the right structures, the right systems, and the right layers inside of your business that protect your time. So you can use your time, either with your loved ones or do something that's really important to you, okay? So why this is so important? Most people think that success gives you more time, more money, more freedom, more flexibility. But if you're a coach, consultant, or agency owner, or service business founder, you probably felt something different. Revenue goes up, your business looks successful, but your time with family quietly disappears. So I want you to watch this video to the end because I want to help you to actually fix that. By end of this training, you will understand, number one, why success often steals family time instead of actually creating it. Number two, the invisible traps founders fall into as revenue grows. Number three, why working hard now for freedom later usually fails. The structural reason time disappears. And number five, what to build so success supports your life instead of actually consuming it. This is not about guilt. It's not about work-life balance cliches. This is strictly about business design and actual real life. I'm going to give you the same samples, the same actual insights that help me to build businesses, that help me to actually get time, not to put more time in, okay? A quick story that I know you will 100% resonate with. I spoke with a founder on a Zoom, one of my actual clients. I spoke with him, just wanted to know how he's actually doing with the business, everything. And he told me something that stuck with me, that a lot of business owners would actually resonate with. He told me that I'm making more money than ever I have inside of my business, but my kids have stopped asking if I will be home for dinner. And that sentence really says everything, because he told me when he was working normal 9 to 5, kids usually would call him and said, hey, what time you'll be home for dinner? Then he started building his business, and a lot of times he was at home. And then once he kind of got outside the house, because he got a little office for himself, he stayed at the office because at home he couldn't concentrate, so he got a little office. And kids were still calling him, asking him, hey, we're making dinner, what time you'll be home for dinner? And usually his response would be like, hey, the work is taking a little bit more and a little bit longer than I actually wanted it to be, so I won't be coming home for dinner. And now his business is growing, and obviously he's getting more revenue, but like, he's at the point where he realized there's something changed. His family is not anymore asking him when he will be actually around. So from the outside, you maybe are winning. Inside your home, you're slowly disappearing. Nothing dramatic happened, no big failure, no explosion, just longer days, more stress, more responsibility, less actual presence. And that's how it usually happens. Everything happens quietly. The time that's being taken away from your family and your loved ones is happening quietly, day by day, client by client. And the truth is this, here's the truth most founders learn too late. Success doesn't take your time. A lack of structure actually does. And this is for a long time, I strongly believe that, hey, I'm making 100K a month. And you know, it's supposed to take a lot of time. It's supposed to take more time from my day than than I actually should be taking. Because like I'm more successful, have more money in the business. Obviously, I need to spend more time, but that's not truth. I eventually understood that hey, my business is designed that way, right? And the design is the actual problem. Uncontrolled growth really does this to you when you're not controlling the growth and it happens, and eventually you are kind of trapped inside of your business. When businesses grow without systems, boundaries, or role clarity, they expand into every open space, including your personal life. So why this happens to good, hard-working people like you and me? This doesn't happen because founders don't care about their family. It happens because of how success changes pressure. As revenue grows, more people depend on you. Decisions feel heavier, mistakes become expensive, expectations increase. So founders respond the only way they know how. They show up more, they stay available, they say yes, and they fill in the gaps. Slowly, the family time becomes the flex point, right? The just for now trap. I used to say, hey, it's just for now. Once I get more money inside of my business, once I get a couple people working, this will not happen. But guess what? Like I got to 50K and nothing changed. I was still operating the same. And I kept saying, hey, just give me more time. Like now business is more busier than ever. At least we are paying all the bills. At least we have the money. I will be home soon. I will figure this out just now. It's just for now because it's that season, it's that moment, it's that time when I need to be more. And guess what? I got to 100K and I was still saying the same things. And that thing never actually changed, right? This is one of the most dangerous beliefs in business. I will just push for a little while. Then things will calm down. But business don't calm down on their own. They expand to the level of structure you give them. Without intentional design, late nights become normal, weekends become optional, and presents become rare. Just for now quietly becomes actual permanent. The real reason success eats time. Here it is really clearly. Your business grew faster than your actual boundaries. You scaled clients, revenue, and responsibility, but you didn't scale decision systems, delivery structure, team ownership, and time protection. So everything roots back to you, and your calendar fills the actual gaps. So the 4 ways, and this is really interesting. Now let's get into the actual mechanical stuff so you can actually fix this inside of your business. So watch this video to the end, okay? So the 4 ways success destroys family time. Let's break this down structurally. You become the default fixer. As the business grows, problems get bigger. Urgency increases, others are looking to you. If there are no clear systems, you become the decision maker, the closer, and the problem solver. Every interruption steals focus. Every quick thing steals your actual presence. You are physically home, but mentally actually gone. And this is something really interesting. I remember business started picking up. I started making a lot of money in the business. And there's some point where my wife said, hey, I haven't been home a long time in Brazil. I really need to go to Brazil. I really need to spend some time in Brazil. So I was like, you know what? I actually can, that would be an amazing idea because I also need to take a break and just reset my mind. So we bought all the tickets. Eventually we go to the airport. I'm kind of like, yes, I need this time off. We kind of get in the air. We land in Brazil. Everything's going great. After one day, I start wondering, like, hold on, like something is wrong. So I start thinking about business, right? I start thinking about like what's happening in the business. So I had a business partner. So I start communicating with the business partner, and eventually he says, hey, we need more help because currently more clients coming in. I need to do this. I need to do that. And what ended up happening was I was actually on holiday, supposed to be on vacation, taking a break, but I end up working more than ever before, right? I was still on vacation, but I was thinking about sales. I was thinking about fulfillment. I was thinking about what systems we need. I was having late night calls. And it's like, no matter where you go, your business goes with you. And so like even there were times where I was like, hey, let's just go for 3 hours to the beach. And I will not think about nothing for those 3 hours. I was at the beach, and while I was at the beach, I was busy thinking about work. And then when I was working really hard, I looked at my family and I started thinking about my family. And it's consistently like this, right? So every interruption steals focus, every quick thing steals presence. You're physically home, or you may be physically with your family, but mentally you're gone inside of your own business, right? Number 2, emotional carryover. Even when you leave work, it doesn't leave you. Your mind is replaying conversations, worrying about payroll, thinking about clients, and anticipating actual problems. So family time becomes distracted time. Your body is present, your attention isn't. It's somewhere else. Like I just told you, I was on vacation, I was there, I was doing some work, but then every time I left somewhere, we were maybe going shopping, we may be going to eat something. I was consistently in my head. I was all the time business, business, business. There was no time, no time that I was just present in a moment with my family. Okay, and this is one of the most painful parts of success. Success increases guilt, not actual freedom. Here's the paradox: the more you provide financially, the more pressure you feel to keep providing. So founders think, I can't slow down now. People depend on me. I will rest later. So instead of buying freedom, success buys obligations. And I think a lot of things, a lot of time, you probably have sold yourself to this as well. One of the main reasons we started a business is to have more money and more time. But as the business started growing, everything kind of changed. It was like more money, more problems, more time, more effort, more hours, more energy inside of the business. So there was nowhere near what you sold yourself at the beginning. And so this is why I made this video so super important that you watch this now to the end, is because you really need to understand what structures and systems you need to inside of your business so your business actually can grow without you being there. Okay. So number 4, there is no off switch. Without systems, there's no end today. There's no like you end this day today. It's like you consistently keep thinking. You go home, you think. You wake up, you think. Everything is just about business. There's no end to the day. No clear stopping point. No protected time. The business bleeds into nights, and then the weekends, then family events. Not because you want it to, because nothing stops it. So the difference between 10K, 50K, and 100K businesses, time-wise. 10 to 30K a month, chaotic, scrappy, exhausting, but hopeful. At 50 to 100K a month, heavy, mentally demanding, and emotionally draining. 100 plus K with systems is really calm, predictable, and intentional. Once you get systems inside of your business, it really becomes much clearer. You're more calmer because you know exactly what you're doing and what you're building. Without systems, it's so chaotic because you don't know what's working, what you need to be doing. There's no structure to it. There's nothing to it. So you're just like kind of scaling as you go. So why working harder makes this worse? When founders feel family time is slipping, they often respond by working faster, compressing schedules, multitasking. This increases mistakes, stress, and mental load. And then once this is happening, you are needing now more time to fix your mistakes, to make sure that you're doing everything correct, right? So this is why working harder, faster is not going to be the answer to the actual problem why you don't have time for your family. So hard work without structure does not buy you time, it consumes it faster. So what actually protects family time? And this is what you've been waiting for, and I want to share this with you right now. So here's the truth. Family time is not protected by intention, it's protected by actual systems. So let's break this into practical actual steps, okay? So step 1, define non-negotiable time. You must decide what time is untouchable, what days are protected, and what events are scarce, okay? If time is flexible, business will take it, right? If you don't have non-negotiable time for yourself, then eventually your business will take that time as well. Your business will schedule that time with you. So clarity comes before actual protection. So step 2, remove yourself as the bottleneck. What decisions still depend on me? What delivery still needs me? And what problems always come to me? Every one of these steals actually your time. You need to start really deciding this, because this is really important. What decisions currently still depend on you? And what can you do? Can you hire somebody and train somebody? Can you automate it? Can you systemize it? Can you record it? Can you document it? Right? What delivery still needs me? Maybe there's parts of delivery that they still need you, but maybe if you get somebody in, they can do that for you. Okay? And then you can have a systemized, recorded, or maybe there's some videos that they need to be watching, or a Loom that you can be sending them instead of actually jumping on a call, right? And then what problems always come to you? Like, what are the problems that always occur? Every one of these steals your time. You must document, delegate, define ownership. This is not about being less involved, it's about being involved at the right level. So step 3, install decision rules. Decision rules reduce mental load. Instead of should I jump in, you have if X happens, Y handles it, okay? This gives you peace, focus, and actual presence. And also allows your brain to turn off. Step 4, redesign your actual role. At a certain point, your job is no longer doing, fixing, reacting. Your job becomes designing, reviewing, improving actual systems. This shift is what actually is creating your time. At the end of the day, if you look at some of the biggest companies, you look at Amazon, you look at Microsoft, Apple, like the founder is doing the visionary stuff. He's trying to build the actual strategy for the future for the actual business. He's trying to look at like what is the next biggest opportunity for us. What do we currently need to fix? Like what is it that I need? What people do I actually need to get in order for me to actually grow my company or help me to engineer the next biggest thing? Or what currently in the fulfillment do I need to actually focus on? What people I need to get in? So what the founder is doing, that your main your job is to make sure that your fulfillment becomes unbreakable. The decisions are really clear. There's a lot of clarity in the business, and then you have a really clear vision of where you're actually going. And I want you to remember this, right? Think of your life like a house. If you don't build walls, everything spills everywhere. Boundaries are not restrictions, they are actual structure inside of your business. And structure creates actual freedom. The reason a lot of businesses and a lot of business owners, including myself at the start, the reason I didn't have no time, because there was no structure. There's no negotiables. I had nothing. I was just going as the business was going. So the wisdom that most founders learn too late. Success doesn't ruin family time overnight. It erodes it slowly, quietly, and reasonably. That's why it's so dangerous. The goal is not to choose between success or family. The goal is to build business that doesn't require the sacrifice. If success is costing you family time right now, it's not because you are selfish, it's because your business grew without protecting what mattered most to you. Money can be rebuilt, time cannot. Redesign your business accordingly to it. And this is exactly why a lot of business owners are struggling to give time and attention to their families, because the business is taking 100% all of their time and all of their attention. And the biggest mistake from this is that you don't have the right systems inside of your business. You don't have the right infrastructure. You don't have the SOPs. You don't have system operating protocols inside of your business. All because you don't have this, it really becomes hard to operate your business because you are doing everything inside of your business. Okay. Now, if you really want to understand like what systems do I need, how do I build them, like how can I systemize my business, we offered a free diagnostic call, right? No sales call, no pitch. You jump on a call, we will jump on you with you, and what we will do, we will systematically audit your entire business. We will look at the systems, we will look at the actual how you grow your business, your fulfillment and everything, and we will let you know what exactly is missing and what you need inside of your business so you can actually have more time and your business can grow without you. If you asking us and you have a question like, hey, can you do this for me? Can you help me to grow my business? We will look at couple things inside of your business, even like if we can actually do it. Okay, most of the times a lot of people come to us, but we turn them down because we cannot actually help them, but we can give them guidance and tell them exactly what they need. Okay, because we work with different type of businesses. We work with coaches, consultants, and agency owners that have consistent revenue coming in the business and they have an offer over 2K. And there's other things like your execution style and your decision making. So all of that. But if you're interested in just diagnosing your just diagnostics itself, auditing your business, you can schedule that with a link down in the description. Another thing I want to ask you, please like this video if you enjoy this and if this gave you some value, and subscribe to my channel because this is going to help me to make more meaningful content for more people so they can actually scale their businesses, protect their time, protect their families, and be much better and more business savvy.